Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. There is a local organization that are helping people all over the country who are awaiting an organ transplant, and they do so by providing them a place to stay while they wait for that call. And they're asking for your help to continue their mission. So from the Transplant House of Cleveland, please welcome Elaine Turley and Aaron Babick. Thank you so much for being here. We also have Benson, who is such a good dog and is laying on the ground here, who becomes part of the house there, right? Everyone probably gets so excited to see Benson.
He certainly does. In fact, behind the scenes, we've been asked if we're with the dogs.
Yeah.
So that's the way it is at Transplant House. Yes.
I get it.
He's front and center, and
Angel.
It's amazing how much comfort that brings, more than we thought.
Well, and I'm so glad that you're shining a light on this, because when you think about it, we're so blessed to live in this city and have access to great medical care.
Yes.
And I think we forget sometimes that a lot of places don't have organ transplant centers.
Right, exactly. Only about 4% of U.S. medical centers do organ transplants. We're fortunate to have 2 hospitals here.
Oh, he's telling me he wants more rubs. Oh my gosh.
Don't stop. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that is, but again, when people are coming here, they're coming from all over the country. Is it sometimes the world or mainly the country?
Sometimes the world. Yeah.
11 countries at last count.
Yes.
And I can't imagine what that process is like for them.
Right.
And you could explain better than I could as far as there's so many emotions, fear, anxiety. You just want to get here and have that organ transplant take place. So what do you hear a lot from those who come in and stay with you?
Yes, it is frightening and disorienting and confusing, because many of our guests come from out of state or from rural areas within the state. They're not used to big city, they're not used to big hospitals, and to factor in, what if they were staying in a hotel? That would be very isolating. So what we hear from our guests is it's so wonderful to have a homey place to stay, but the comfort of all the people around you who are going through precisely the same thing. And you earlier this spring did an interview with Lisa, a patient waiting for lung transplant.
Yes.
We're happy to tell you she received her lungs.
Oh, how wonderful is that?
Yes, we wanted to be sure and mention that. She received them about a week and a half ago, so she's still in the hospital. But she's worth mentioning because she's been here for more than a year from Colorado waiting for this transplant. And so that brings the whole story full circle, right? Because you don't know if it'll ever come, you don't know how long you'll wait, and of course you don't know how your body will adjust post-transplant. So she's in that important phase.
She stayed that whole year waiting.
She's been with us a year.
Yes.
And honestly, we all know how expensive one night of a hotel can be. So the fact that you make this so affordable, but what is the way that you can make it so affordable? I'm sure that it takes our help.
Yes, it does. You want to address that, Aaron?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we are in part supported by both hospitals, so they make contributions yearly to our operating.
Which is wonderful.
But a lot of it's donors, so local people who support us. Our past guests often make gifts too after they leave because they value the experience so much and they know what it means to have a place like Transplant House to stay. So we rely on donations to keep the costs low for the guests and to keep the lights on and the rooms open for everyone.
I don't think anyone knows what it's like unless they're in that situation.
Precisely.
And we can only fathom what it could be like. And so to be able to help others without even realizing it, I think it is so beautiful, because I can't imagine what they go through, and they should only have to be focused on themselves, their health, right?
Yes.
Versus all of the other outside factors.
Yes. And we also do what we do thanks to volunteers. So we have a very small staff. There are only 10 of us right now, and not all of those are full-time. And we never close, right? And we have 25 fully furnished apartments to take care of. And so I'm looking at this chocolate chip banana bread on the coffee table.
Judith sent those in, was so sweet, so she even went out of her way to give us some banana bread.
Yes, so Judith Wolkoff brings that bread every single Wednesday when she comes, and she cleans and brings banana bread. So just an example of the ways that volunteers give really from their heart and their skill set. So.
It's just amazing. And you're having a ribbon cutting ceremony.
Yes, we actually just had a ribbon cutting.
And I believe that was the picture we just saw. There it is, right there.
Yes, there it is. That's Cleveland Clinic and University Hospital staff helping us. Yeah, so that was to honor the purchase of one of our buildings. So we've been tenants in our buildings for 11 years until now. We own one of them. And of course that secures our place in the University Circle near the hospitals.
And there's also a day of giving that's coming up, and it happens to be on a very special day for you all as well, right?
Yes.
Karen.
Yes, so Sunday is our 11th birthday, so 11 years since we first welcomed guests. On July 20th, we're having a giving day to raise money for an expansion. So in addition to purchasing one of our buildings this year, we are growing as well and moving down the street into 12 new apartments with an elevator. So we're gonna have a total of 37 apartments, and we need help to get those ready for guests. So touches of home, furnishings, kitchen items. So we're trying to raise money for that. You can find all the info on our website about how to give and where to give.
And again, there's the website right there. I know we have to go. I have to quickly just ask, I know as a founder, Elaine, was there, what touched you, what made you want to do this?
Right. My father received a liver transplant that saved his life in 1992. And during the course of that experience, our family realized if you don't live near the medical center, you're really in for a difficult ride. So it was actually my parents' dream to start Transplant House, and we collaborated with Art Thompson and Erica Miller, affiliated with the Cleveland Clinic, and it came to reality. Yeah, it came to fruition.
You never know when you might need this.
Yes.
You don't.
You
And we
don't.
pray that you don't, but you never know. So you have big hearts, that is for sure. Thank you both so
Yes,
much
to
for being here.
you.
Please give Judith our best, because I can't wait to try a piece of this banana. The volunteers are clearly absolutely amazing. Benson, thank you for coming today. Benson's still roaming the studio. Hi, Benson. Thank you all for
Thank
being
you
here.
for having
Thank you
us.
for what you're doing for the community and beyond.
Well, and you're doing the same, so thank
We
you.
appreciate it so much.